Hello again. Well, no big surprise here. The citizens of Texas, many of them that believe in the Second Amendment, they wanted to be able to carry open. Now, let me explain the difference if you're not aware of the difference. Concealed carry means in Texas exactly that, whereas concealed carry doesn't mean the same in a lot of other states, Arizona being one of them. In Texas, you can obtain a concealed carry permit if you pass all the required background checks, but you cannot obtain an open carry because they don't have that in place. The Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, he ran on a campaign touting constitutional carry, the right of every Texan. But guess what? On his first day on the job, he says, "We don't have the votes to pass it, and I will not let it come to vote. It's not a priority and will be shelved." Now, let me tell you the problem with the way it works in Texas for concealed carry. If you have a concealed carry permit in Texas and you have a weapon with you and it's hidden in your overcoat, and let's say you bend down and someone sees your weapon, well, you're in a heap of trouble, because what you've in essence done is brandished a weapon, which I believe in Texas is a serious crime. Now, in Arizona, if you have concealed carry, it's not a big deal because they also have open carry, which means you can walk the streets with a weapon on your hip or on a shoulder holster, if that's what you choose to do. This Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, I think he's hurt his political career in one way. In another, I think that he's probably furthered his political career. I got to believe for someone that was so gung-ho on passing an open carry, since he did state that it was constitutionally the right thing to do. And then he did a 180. Well, he's either in the bag of the Obama administration, he got spoken to. It doesn't make any sense. And for Texas, I mean, we're talking the West, right? For Texas not to allow their citizens to carry weapons openly is totally insane. And the governor should step in. My friend sent me this information. He's a Texan. And I wrote him back and I said, that's totally absurd. And what I suggested that he do is demand to see the votes. I can't believe that there's not sufficient votes in Texas for people to have open carry. And this new Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, he's not going to make a whole lot of friends. But you see, the problem with folks like Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, once they're in office, they could care less about you. You're insignificant. The only time they'll be concerned about you is about 6 months before the next election. And he's not unique. Senators, congressmen, mayors, judges, they're all like that. Once they're in power, they're in power. To them, you're nothing. But you become something when it's time to vote. Anyway, I hope my friend does what I suggested, which is to demand that Dan Patrick, the Lieutenant Governor, show the Texans that there aren't sufficient votes. I told you what I think. I told you what my friend in Texas think. The question now is, what do you think?